everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? Grab your coffee, maybe some tea, huh? This is Red Rose Sugar Cookie. Delish. So, what we're going to be talking about today is the fact that September is National Preparedness Month, okay? And one of the things that I want to focus on when it comes to being of the prepared mind and prepping and, being prepared for a lot of things, okay, is first aid. I think that first aid is one of the things that not a lot of people think of. OTCs, yeah, okay, sure, but first aid, having a first aid kit. And having an extensive first aid kit. Now, this book that I have with me right here was given to me by my son, and this is called the Guidebook for Marines, and he had gotten this, while at boot camp and stuff like this, and this is a guide that they all go by, okay, and it has what the Corps is, Marine Corps culture, the law of war, core values and leadership, discipline and military justice, okay, things like that. But the one thing in here is tactical combat casualty care. And I think that if it were to ever come down to it...
I didn't understand that.
I hate this damn phone, Sean. If I say keywords around my phone, it goes off. Very strange. I know. So anyway, where was I? I think if it ever comes down to it, okay, we're going to have to know what's in this book. We're going to have to learn this skill, okay? So, and in this book that tells you what the medics actually have in their first aid kits, which I think is valuable information. So every year, the United States, they observe National Preparedness Month, which is September, okay, to remind Americans to be ready for any disaster, whether it's man-made or it's natural. This can affect you, your home, your community, your business, right? And this month aims to reduce the fallout of large-scale emergencies by preparing every citizen, regardless of age, okay? Now, there is a history of National Preparedness Month, okay? The root of the word disaster can be traced back to ancient Greek, and a word that translates to bad star. And this is in reference to the idea that bad things happen because of the position of the planets. And a disaster, a calamity, an emergency is an event that causes widespread human, material, economic, or environmental damage. And this event can be short-term. It can be long-term. Now, like earthquakes, hurricanes, floods, fires, even terrorist attacks, okay? These are all classified as such. Whatever the cause, the result of such a disaster devastates societies, changing life as we know it. And in some cases, disasters has also been known to change history as we know it. And some of the worst disasters in American history, okay, include the Great Mississippi Flood, the river flood of 1927. A levee burst, all right, causing a torrent, Torrent. And this then took out other levees on the way south, flooding over 165 million acres. And the flood resulted in Congress enacting the Flood Control Act the year after this disaster. And the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers was given the responsibility for flood control on the Mississippi River. And FEMA created the National Preparedness Month 3 years after 9/11 to encourage every American to plan for emergencies. And September was chosen for its historical significance and the fact that the peak of Atlantic hurricane season is in the middle of this month. So this 9/11, spurred the creation of the Department of Homeland Security, and FEMA became an agency under that department. So also, did you know that in 1906, the worst natural disaster was actually an earthquake, and it hit San Francisco and is labeled one of the most worst natural disasters in the history of the United States? So what is the national preparedness goal? The goal for national preparedness is a secure and resilient nation with the capabilities required across the whole community to prevent, protect against, mitigate, respond to, and recover from the threats and hazards that pose the greatest risk. Now, there are 4 phases of emergency preparedness, and the 4 steps to emergency preparedness are mitigation, preparedness, response, and recovery. Now, there are 3 levels of a disaster, okay? And they're major, minor, major, and catastrophic. Now, there are 3 things to do for National Preparedness Month. Get ready for any event. With the incidences of natural disasters rising year after year after year, it makes sense for every citizen to prepare themselves. Run mock safety drills. Test your safety plan. Build a disaster kit with all the essentials, and run your loved ones, especially the kids, okay, through what to do if a disaster hits. This can give you a better chance of emerging on the other side with minimal losses. All right, now, support community preparedness. Look around and, be sure you can find multiple ways to get involved long before disaster strikes. Volunteer with your neighborhood watch. Go to the local fire station, see if you can volunteer there. There's so many things that you can do to learn a new skill. CPR. Okay, anything you can learn at the fire station. Okay. Now, there's 5 facts about American emergency preparedness. Okay, Americans are better prepared now. There was a national household survey that was done in 2016. Okay, and it showed that 75% of Americans have disaster supplies in their homes. Now, many don't have a plan, a safety plan, okay? And this national survey revealed that less than 50% of Americans created a household emergency plan. Now, preparedness for businesses, organizations can become National Preparedness Month Coalition members. All they have to do is agree to participate in preparedness activities or events in the month of September. Okay. Now, natural disasters are on the rise. We're seeing it every single day. Okay. Injury facts show that 67,504 weather-related problems like flash floods, tropical storms, heat waves. Look at the heat waves that we're all having right now. Okay. Insurance. Okay, your homeowner's insurance, your renter's insurance. Insurance against disasters are rising as well. 77% of adults that were surveyed, they have homeowners or renters insurance policies, and 22% have flood insurance. Now, there's reasons why we should all participate in National Preparedness Month. It's, one, so everyone is trained and has a game plan. In the event that a disaster does hit, every second counts. The lessons and the safety plan that is created during the National Preparedness Month can help every household be better prepared for different disasters, okay? Your community is safer. Learning how to protect yourself is the smartest step you can take to help your community. The more people that are prepared, the faster your community can come together and recover from the effects of a disaster, okay? And you can also reduce losses and fear, to be honest. Now, fear and panic, it increases dramatically. The losses brought on by disasters, simple preparedness activities, just the smallest kinds, like flood-proofing your house and securing items that can shake loose in the event of an earthquake, can reduce a lot of damage, okay? So that brings me on to taking steps to getting your first aid kits together, all right? Now, this is what is in a minor first aid kit component, okay?
I didn't understand that.
Can you please do something with my phone? Okay. An antibiotic ointment. Yeah. There's eight antibiotic ointments in the first aid kit for a medic. 10 bandages with adhesive, the 3/4 inch by 3. The bandage adhesive 2 inch by 4. There's 5 of them in there. Okay. A card, casualty response 2-side, Sharpie mini black. Tablets for water purification, chlorine, MicroPure, MP1 strip, 10 tabs. Now, in a trauma kit component, okay, this is what's in the trauma kit. Bandage, gauze, cotton rolled 7/8 of an inch by 2, 1 each, okay. Chest wound kit, sterile. Dressing, burn, first aid, 45 by 45 by 63. Dressing compression, flat folded H bandage, 8 by 10 abdominal pad, 1 each. Dressing, hemostatic combat gauze, extra large, 6.5 by 5 by 11. Dressing burn, first aid, burn tech, hydrogel, burn dressing, 4 by 6, 1 each. Glove, patient examining, blood, black talon exam gloves. Shield, eye, surgical combination eye garter. Tape, combat medic reinforced, 2 by 100, and tourniquet, non-pneumatic, 2 each. So I'm going to hold this up to the camera so you can see exactly what I was talking about. Can you see that? Probably not. Okay. Where do I go? This way, this way. So, there's other things in here. Care under fire guidelines. Okay. How to do a one-handed CAT tourniquet application, two-handed CAT tourniquet application, tactical field care guidelines. Okay, there's how to make splints. There's a lot of really good information in these books. If you can get a hold of one, I highly suggest you do. I'm going to see if I can find a link, and if I can, it will automatically be in the description box below. All right, guys, You have a great day. I'm out of here. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe. You stay positive. You keep prepping. And as always, fearless. Ciao.